Cleisthenes has won this election. 5 plus 4 plus 3, that is 12. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So Cleisthenes has definitely won. There's more people voting for Cleisthenes, so that's also good. And the last rule, what was that? The last rule is that if any of these people was to jump over and vote for Solon, that Solon would win. Well, let's choose this one here. This 3 jumps over to that. Does Solon win? Solon has 6 and Cleisthenes has 9. No, so that didn't work because Solon has still lost even whenever one of these people jumps over to support Solon. So here we have another idea. This is an idea from Garcia that Cleisthenes gets 2 and 5, and Solon gets 4, 3, and 1. Well, right away, this is a problem, right? Because 5 and 2, that's 7, whereas Solon has 8. Yeah, so, 5 and 3. Let's try 5 and 3. So Cleisthenes has won the election. This is 8 for Cleisthenes and only 7 for Solon. So that's good. Cleisthenes, does Cleisthenes have more people voting for him than Solon? No, unfortunately not. There's only 2 people voting for Cleisthenes, whereas there's 3 voting for Solon. So again, this is a failure. So the first rule, Cleisthenes must win the election. The second rule is that there are more people voting for Cleisthenes. Let's make sure that those 2 are true first. Okay, 5, 3, 1. Let's see, 5, 3, 1, and 4 and 2. So this is by Dean. This is an idea by Dean. So the first thing, has Cleisthenes won? 5 plus 3 plus 1, that's equal to 9. So that looks good compared to 6. So yes, Cleisthenes has won. Second, are there more people voting for Cleisthenes? Yes, there's 3 people voting for Cleisthenes, only 2 voting for Solon. Again, good. Next, we should be able to remove one of these from Cleisthenes, any one of them, move it over here to Solon, and then Solon should win. Is that true? Oh, 5 plus 3 is 8. Cleisthenes is still winning. So this is not working. Okay, let's see. We have Heatley suggesting 5, 2, and 1. Okay, so this is Heatley's idea. 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 versus 7, Cleisthenes wins the election. First point is good. Second, Cleisthenes has more people voting for him than Solon. Good. Third, if we take one of Cleisthenes and moves it over to Solon, any one of those, then Solon should win. Right now we have Solon with 8 and Cleisthenes at 7. So this is a solution. We have a solution. Good. Yeah. Shukli, you're suggesting, let's look at this. Shukli, 5, 2, 4. So we've got one solution. We could be happy with that. 5, 2, 4, and 1, 3. So Cleisthenes wins the election for sure. That's 4, 5, 9, 11 versus 4. Okay, Cleisthenes destroys this election. So Cleisthenes also has more people voting for him than Solon. That's good. If we remove one of these over here, any one of them, can be any one, then, unfortunately, Cleisthenes is still winning. Yeah, so this is not good. Okay, so you understand the puzzle, this crazy reenactment of Athenian democracy. Now we're going to go to 6. Is this going to be possible? Okay, so Heatley says, yes, it's going to be possible. So let's have how we're going to split up these groups here. We have to have more people voting for Cleisthenes than are voting for Solon. 5, 2, 1. So here we have 5, 2, 1 voting for Cleisthenes, and 6, 4, 3 are voting for Solon. So that's 13 for Solon, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 to 8. Oh, this is not good for Cleisthenes. Okay, so this is a failure. Cleisthenes still needs to win the election. Okay? So let's try again. 6, 4, 1. 6, 4, and 1. 6, 4, 1. This is Heatley's idea versus 5, 3, and 2. Okay, first of all, does Cleisthenes win this election? Yes, Cleisthenes wins this election. 6 plus 4 plus 1, that's 11. 5 plus 3 plus 2, that's 10. So we're good with Cleisthenes winning. Are there more people voting for Cleisthenes than Solon? Sadly not. No, it looks like these are pretty equal. So there's 3 people voting for Cleisthenes, 3 people voting for Solon. So this is a failure. There we go. 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3. So if we do 4, 5, 6 Shukli, then of course we're going to win the election. But that's not all that we're about. We're also wanting to make sure that more people vote for Cleisthenes than vote for Solon. And again here we have a tie. That's not good enough. We have to have more people voting for Cleisthenes. Okay. Okay. So 4, 5, 6, 3. 4, 5, 6, 3. So this is another Shukli idea. So has Cleisthenes won the election? Yes. Are there more people voting for Cleisthenes than are voting for Solon? Yes. Can we move any one of these people? Can they change their mind and vote for Solon, and then Solon wins? No, sadly not. So this is a failure. Shukli, you got it correct on the first 2, but you failed on the last one. Drats. Okay. 5, 3, 2, 1. This is Raider. 5, 3, 2, 1. And Solon. There we go. 6 and 4. So first of all, Cleisthenes. Does Cleisthenes win? Yep, this is 11. Solon only gets 10. So Cleisthenes wins. Second, there are more people voting for Cleisthenes. That's right. So there's 4 to 2. And lastly, can I move a single one of these guys over here and then Solon wins? Yes. Now Solon wins 11 to 10. Okay, so this is a solution right there. Yes, you win, you guys. Okay, Willis, you want to try another one. 6, 3, 2, 1. So this is Willis's idea. 6, 3, 2, 1. So Willis against 5 and 4 over here. So Willis, what do you think? Have you won the election? Yes, you are winning this election. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to 9. Good. Secondly, are there more people voting for Cleisthenes? Yes, good. So again, Willis is successful. And lastly, if I move over any one of these to the other side, does Solon win? Oh, sadly not. Solon is still losing. 10 to 11. Cleisthenes has got 11 votes, and Solon only has 10. So this is a failure, but so close, so close. Okay, I think we're ready for the next step up. Yeah, it's not clear that these are always possible to solve. I've certainly had problems trying to solve this generally. So Freeling is suggesting if you put 6 with Cleisthenes, then they will always fail. And Rader thinks that odd number of voters are easier. So these are two interesting hypotheses. Let's test them out on the 7. So we're going to Garcia. Everybody has to vote. That's the responsibility of being a citizen. You need to vote. Did you know that in, I think it's Australia, if you don't vote, that is illegal. You must vote in elections. That's kind of interesting. In Canada and the US, that's not true. Okay, go ahead. So Ford is suggesting 6, 5, 6, 5, 2, 3. Okay, and that leaves 7, 4, and 1 over here. So that is 11, 12. That's 12 on this side. And on this side, we have 16. So this is 16 to 12. So that is certainly a win for Cleisthenes. Certainly we have more people voting for Cleisthenes, 4 versus 3. That looks good. And lastly, if we move this over to this side here, that is 12, 13, 14. That's 14 on this side. And on this side, we have 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's a tie. It's so close, so close. But no, this is a failure for it. Oh, you were like this close to getting something useful. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one there because that was cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try again. We have Moore suggesting 7, 3, 2, and 1 versus 6, 5, and 4. So Solon has 15 and Cleisthenes has 10, 11, 12, 13. So unfortunately, Cleisthenes doesn't win the election. He loses to Solon. So that's kind of sad. Okay, Whitaker, 7, 4, 3, 2. 7, 4, 3, 2. 7, 4, 3, 2. Okay. So Solon has got 12 and Cleisthenes has got 14. Is that right? 16. Cleisthenes has got 16. Didn't we just do this one? Yeah, I think we just did this one. So we're not going to do that again because the problem is whenever we take this one over here, we end up with a tie 14 to 14, right? So that's why that doesn't work. Okay, 6, 4, 3, 2. So just swapping those two. Let's see. How does that look? Okay, well, right away, this is 15, and this is 13. 15 to 13, Cleisthenes wins this election. Yeah. And there are more people voting for Cleisthenes. That's good. And lastly, if we move this over here, yeah, then we have a win for Solon because now this is only 13 for Cleisthenes and it is 15 for Solon. So this is good. Yeah, this is a victory for Cleisthenes. Good. And guess what happens? It's victory, Dubowski. It's victory. Okay. But guess what happens whenever there's victory in mathematics? You just go to the next one. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, Heatley, you win, but then there's another puzzle that's even harder than the last one. So life is like that. It just, you keep on thinking you're going from success to success to success, but eventually, I don't know, it just becomes difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we do here? 8, 7, 6, 5. So Simpson is saying 8, 7, 6, 5. And Solon is going 4, 3, 2, 1. So Cleisthenes definitely wins this election. Like, how much are we at here? 18 plus, that's 26. 26 to 10. Okay, this is destruction. Cleisthenes wallops this election. Are there more people voting for Cleisthenes than Solon? No, unfortunately, it's the same. They're equal. So that doesn't work at all. So that's a failure. Okay. There must be more people voting for Cleisthenes than Solon. 8, 6, 4, 3. 8, 6, 4, 3. And 7, 5, 2, 1. Okay, over here we have 18, 19, 20, 21 on this side. And over here we've got 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 to 21. Okay, 15 to 21. Cleisthenes definitely wins. Unfortunately, they've got the same number of people voting for them. So failure. Doesn't work. Yeah. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. So who suggested that? Let's see. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This was Ashokli. So yes, Ashokli, this is a victory. This is 25 points for Cleisthenes versus only 11 points for Solon. So Cleisthenes destroys Solon, and there are more people voting for Cleisthenes. So that's also good. So we've satisfied the first two conditions. The last condition, if we move over any one of these, then it's going to be a victory for Solon. This is 22 for Cleisthenes, and over here we've got 14. 22 to 14. Oh, unfortunately, Cleisthenes is still winning. Freeling is suggesting 7, 6. I'm going to put them in order because there's no reason not to have them in order, Freeling. So 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Okay, so this is Freeling's idea. 5, 4, 3. So over here we have got 12, and over here we have got 24. Is that right? So looks like we're good, except for it looks like we're good for the number. Cleisthenes is going to win the election. It looks like we're good for Cleisthenes having more votes, but unfortunately, whenever you move this over, Cleisthenes is still winning. So again, we are failing here. So Simpson, you have to have more people voting for Cleisthenes. Okay, it's not an equal number. You have to have more people voting for Cleisthenes. So Rader, here is Rader's idea. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And 8, 7, 1. Okay, this is 15, 16, and over here we've got 10, 15, 20. So that's 20 to 16, 20 to 16, and there are more people voting for Cleisthenes, so that's good, 20 to 16, and more people. But whenever we move this over to this side, unfortunately, Raider, you do not win with Solon. It looks like it's a tie, right? It looks very much like a tie. It looks like an 18-18 tie. So, yeah, we have failed. So Raider's saying 65431. 65431. Okay, let's try that. So this is right now 19, is that right? And this is 17, is that right? Yeah, 19 to 17. There are more people voting for Cleisthenes. That's good. And if we move any one of these over to the other side, then hopefully we're going to end up with a win for Solon. But it's a tie. Oh, this is very irritating. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is May 4th. That's a very special day for you guys down in the United States. Yeah, happy May 4th. Thanks, Moore, for reminding me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 7652. Let's try that. 7652. Okay. Oh, and of course we can't do that because there has to be more people voting for Cleisthenes. So Herndon is suggesting that 8 is impossible. And Shukli is still continuing here, 74312. So whenever you guys are presenting results, you might as well do it in order. So instead of 74312, you might as well just do it in order, 74321. 7 makes it easier for everybody. 74321 versus 865. So who wins this? This is 10, 16, 17. This is 17 for Cleisthenes versus, what is this? This is 19 for Solon. Oh, Solon wins. Solon wins. Yeah, so this is not good. Yeah. Okay, Garcia is saying 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Versus 654. Well, certainly Solon is losing. He's only got 15, and Cleisthenes has got 21. So we've got now 2 people saying that this is impossible. So it's, let's see. Yeah, the problem is whenever you transfer this one over, this is still a win for Cleisthenes. Cleisthenes still has 20, and Solon only has 16. So this is still a win. Yeah. So I'm happy to say that this is a fail. I'm not happy, but okay, I can accept meekly that not all puzzles in mathematics are solvable, and perhaps this is one that is not solvable. I tried to solve this for 40 years of my life, and I couldn't do it. Yeah, just joking. No, but I couldn't solve it, and I think that you can prove that this is impossible. You guys should definitely struggle with impossible problems every so often, and I'm going to keep a straight face. I'm not going to tell you that they're impossible. This one, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's impossible. So that's just me being nasty. That's how I get out my nasty vibes, is I give you guys every 20th problem that I give you is impossible to solve, and I'm laughing into myself. Some of these, I don't know if they're possible or impossible. Now we're going to go to a different puzzle, but very much related. Here we're going to have the tyrant Hippias come in, and we can also vote for him. Cleisthenes still must win the election. Remember, this is Cleisthenes' dream. Okay, so he still must win the election. And secondly, there must be more people voting for Cleisthenes than are voting for Hippias. More people voting for Hippias than are voting for Solon. Cleisthenes must win, Hippias must come second, and Solon must come third. Okay, in Cleisthenes' dream. And the last rule is that if we move any one person from Cleisthenes over to Solon, then Solon is going to win. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Hippias was a nasty character. He was a tyrant. We have a different definition of tyrant now, which is a very negative definition now compared to what it was. In ancient Athens, a tyrant could be a good tyrant or a bad tyrant. Okay, Hippias's father was a pretty good guy. Okay, but Hippias was not. He was a tyrant, as we would think of the word tyrant, a nasty character. Okay, so that's why Cleisthenes went in there and made an alliance with the Spartans and overthrew Hippias because he was a nasty guy. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead. Can we solve this? I'm going to say that the chances that we solve this are less than 50%. This looks pretty tough to solve with all of those constraints. Okay, so go ahead. How many are going to be voting for Cleisthenes? Okay, now let's focus on the math. Go ahead, guys. Choose who is going to vote for Cleisthenes. 2, 3, and 4. Thank you very much, Whitaker. 2, 3, and 4 are all voting for Cleisthenes. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that has to be more than the number of people voting for Hippias. So go ahead. Who is voting for Hippias? No, Deckel. There must be more people voting for Cleisthenes than votes for Hippias. So Deckel's idea was 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2. There has to be more people voting for Cleisthenes than vote for Hippias. More people for Hippias than vote for Solon. Okay, so 1 and 6, we're saying that Hippias is 1 and 6. And then we're saying that Solon is 5. Okay, so the first thing that we wanted is for Cleisthenes to win. 2 plus 3 plus 4, that is 9. That is better than Hippias, who gets 7 votes. And that's better than Solon, who gets 5. So our first constraint is good. Cleisthenes wins, Hippias comes second, Solon comes third. Our next is that there must be more people voting for Cleisthenes, yes, than Hippias, yes. 3 versus 2 versus 1, so that's good too. And lastly, if we move any one of these over to Solon, that Solon is going to win this election. Here we go. 5 plus 2 is unfortunately a tie. Cleisthenes and Hippias and Solon would tie in this case with Hippias. So it's a big mess. This is going to end up in civil war, I guarantee you. 7, 7, 7. No, we can't do this. So that is a failure. Okay. So Heatley suggests 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 5 over here, and 6 over here. Unfortunately, Heatley, although Cleisthenes wins the election, Hippias does not come second. Instead, Hippias is tied with Solon for second. Another impossible problem? Do you think I would give you 2 in a row? Would that be kind? Is that a good way to think about me, that I would actually do that? Two impossible problems in a row? what if Solon gets 0 votes? Absolutely, we could try that. Absolutely. So Garcia, I like that you're thinking outside the box. What happens if Solon gets nada, zilch, 0 votes? Yeah. So what do you think? Can we do it if Solon gets no votes at all? Yeah, the problem is, okay, so let's say that we split up this, like, what are we going to do? We might go like this here, might go, what, something like this. So the problem is that although this looks good, although Cleisthenes wins, and although Hippias comes second, and although Solon comes third, the problem is that whenever we transfer over one of these, well, I'm sorry, but Solon does not win. Okay, Solon only gets 1 vote. So this is a fail, and this is impossible. So I was nasty twice in a row, and now, however, I am going to tell you that this one is possible to solve. So we have got, yeah. So this one is possible. I did struggle with this morning. I forget what I got. See, the great thing about being forgetful like I am is that I come to these problems fresh. I know this is solvable, but I forget what my solution was. So I'm actually still on the same team as you. Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead. Let's choose some to get started here. Yeah, so you guys can name some for Cleisthenes, for Hippias, and for Solon. It's a big time lag here, guys. It's like I have to wait to get a response like for 20 seconds. Like, come on. Oh, this is, maybe I can dream up a new puzzle whenever, maybe a new impossible puzzle whenever you give me so much time. Focus on the puzzle, you guys. Focus on the puzzle. I'm still waiting here for what Cleisthenes, give me some idea of what Cleisthenes could have, and Hippias and Solon. Okay, so Simpson, thank you very much. Simpson is going 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm not sure what, you don't want all of those over here? No, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you want something like, okay, Raider is, yeah, so Simpson, I thank you for coming to my rescue and voting, but I didn't exactly know what you meant. You seem to be saying that all of these go over to for Cleisthenes, and that would just create difficulties because then the only solution would be something like this. But that doesn't work, obviously, because this is not going to work for a win for Solon. So no, we're not going to go like that. Raider has an idea. Cleisthenes gets 9. And this was nice. I like this. So you have C, 9, 10, 11, 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. That was very nice. H, 7, 6, 5. 7, 6, 5 goes to Hippias. Very clean communication. And Solon, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this is Raider's idea here. Okay. So first thing, does Cleisthenes win this election? He gets, that is 30, 42, 42, definitely enough to win this election. Definitely enough. And does Hippias come second? This is 18, and this is unfortunately 18 as well, right? So that does not work. Raider. That's a failure. Okay, so let's try again. Yep, BCE. So Dubowski, BCE is before the Common Era. Whenever you are dealing with history, sometimes if you're dealing in academic circles, you don't want to be saying before Christ, or because that implies a Christian bias to the universe. So instead, academics, whether they're Christian or not, will tend to use BCE, before the Common Era. Okay, so it's the same thing. Yeah. Okay, so that's where the BCE comes from. So these people all lived 2,500 years ago-ish. So really incredible people and incredibly bad people. The one, Hippias. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd love to interview them. All of them, even Hippias. I'd love to interview Hippias. Why was he so bad? Like, what was he thinking? Okay, solve it. This one is solvable. So Simpson, you are suggesting 10, 11, 12 for Cleisthenes. And you're suggesting 1, 2, 3 for Hippias. And you are suggesting 4, 5, 6 for Solon. And I don't know where you've put 7, 8, 9. So yeah, everyone needs to vote. So that's the first thing we need to know. Okay, 1n. Not exactly sure what 1n. This is Herndon's idea of nomenclature. So he says 10, 11, 12 for Cleisthenes. I guess that he just means 1 as well. Anyway, I'm going to try 1, 10, 11, 12. 1, 10, 11, 12. That's for Cleisthenes. This is Herndon's idea. And 5, 6 for Hippias. And 2, 3 for Solon. Okay, and where did the other ones go? Okay, no yelling, Stinson. That makes it difficult to work. Yeah, so I need to know where everyone goes. And don't forget, there needs to be more people voting for Cleisthenes than vote for Hippias than vote for Solon. Okay, so this doesn't work. So Rader's idea here is 12, 11, 10, 12, 11, 10, and Hippias gets 9, 5, 3, 2, 9, 5, 3, 2. Okay, and Solon gets all the rest. Okay, so the first question is, does Cleisthenes win? And the answer is, that's 33, and that's going to win. Yeah, that's good. The second thing is, are more people voting for Cleisthenes than are voting for Hippias? Are more people voting for Hippias that are voting for Solon? No. So we failed Rader again. Yeah. So this doesn't work. Okay. Willis is suggesting 10, 11, 9, 7. 10, 11, 9, and 7. That's for Cleisthenes. So this is Willis's idea. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. What? Looks like you've got two sevens, Willis. You've got the 7 going to Cleisthenes, and you've got the 7 going to Hippias. So that's confusing. Unfortunately, Shukli, I can't give you a hint because I actually forget, that's the way it should be, but we're all in the same team here. I can try to solve it here. Yeah, no, I'm very much on the same team here. Although I know there's a solution because I did solve this before. I don't remember what it was. Certainly, how many are we going to need for Cleisthenes? So we've got 12 together. So how many people are going to be voting for Cleisthenes? I think that's a good way to start. Many of you are just putting, 3, 4 people for Cleisthenes. But remember, Cleisthenes has to have more people than Hippias. Hippias must have more than Solon. Okay, Herndon is suggesting 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's 4 people there. 9, 10, 11, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to Hippias, and 1, 2, 3, 4 go to Solon. So are there more people voting for Cleisthenes than are voting for Hippias? No, there's an equal number. There's 4 people voting for Cleisthenes, 4 people voting for Hippias. There has to be more people voting for Cleisthenes than Hippias. So unfortunately, this fails. Now, Herndon, nevertheless, had a very interesting strategy to communicate with me. Instead, everyone else is saying, to say this, they would say 9, 10, 11, 12, C. And I understood that to be 9, 10, 11, 12 goes to Cleisthenes. 5, 6, 7, 8, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, S. So that's the way other people were communicating. But the way that Herndon was communicating was really interesting. Instead of communicating that way to me, he just put them in a line, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then it drops down 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it drops down 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I know exactly what Herndon meant. He meant take those 9, 10, 11, 12 that are rising, put those into Cleisthenes. 5, 6, 7, 8, those are also rising, put those into Hippias. Claybrook, if you do that again, you will be banned. Okay. Deckel, please. No yelling. That is just rude. So Cleisthenes, so this is Garcia's idea. Cleisthenes needs the smallest number on it to be 2. Okay, where was that? Needs on it to be 2, and each one having 1 more than each other. Okay. Small. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead. Actually, guys, I'm going to just make this homework. I'm going to put this up on the tasks, and you guys can try to solve this. I do know that this one has a solution, so you guys are not working in vain. There is going to be a way to solve this. And I am going to say goodbye and wish you a happy 2 days in solitude. Probably all of you are in lockdown. So I can't wait until we can go out and enjoy the freedom of running through the grass and holding hands with somebody else and hugging people who we love. I can't wait for that, and I'm sure you guys wish the same. So you guys take care, and that day will come. You guys take care. Bye-bye.